Let me just open my. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna waste too much time. So, was it this past weekend? I think it was this past weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I went to see I think it was the last showing. Not sure if it was the last showing of Stuber, which I know that movie came out a while back, and I didn't really went to go watch it. And I would have to say that I didn't go watch it because I didn't feel any interest into watching it. But then all of a sudden, I decided to go watch it. So I was like, okay, I want to watch Stuber. I forget what other movies there were other than Stuber. Oh, it was a crocodile movie from Sam Raimi. So Stuber, as a whole, did it deserve its R rating? Not really. But the thing I have to say is that the movie was okay. It was great. The movie was great, regardless of if it was. I mean, it wasn't one of the best movies of the year, but it was still great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because even though it has that stuff that people like to say generic, because it is a little bit generic. It's generic because it's more of a buddy cop movie. It's not really the movie where it's like does something completely different than what we've seen before. No, it does something that we've seen before. It's like how do I say this? It wasn't incredibly funny, but it still was okay. It was great. I would still say, if we compare this to, I mean, I don't know if I should compare this, but if I compare this movie to like a Rush Hour, I would definitely choose Rush Hour any day over Stuber. But just so you guys know, Stuber is because his name is Stu, and he's an Uber driver. And I forget the other character's name in real life. What's his real name? But he was blind for the whole time of the movie because he did surgery to his eyes and to stop wearing the glasses, because he kind of felt, I guess he didn't want to be with glasses anymore. But it's because he's a cop, and as we all know, Stu is an Uber driver. And the only way that big buff dude, forget his name. See if I can pick up his name through here. If not, then I'm sorry. So, let's see, Stuber. Sometimes I have to look it up because I'm not really watching it. So, at the moment, my internet is having problems. So, when connection comes back, I'll get it. So, Stuber, as we all know, he's just trying to be an Uber driver. He's just a regular type of dude that just wants to live his day being a normal dude, not doing anything different in his life, just being known as an Uber driver, and his name was Dave Bautista. Okay, so Stu is just an Uber driver that just wants to make it through and just get that rating. Like it would have been. I don't know if I should say it, but he's similar to. He's like a lower version of Liam Neeson. No, not Liam Neeson. My bad. Of what's his name? I forget his name. I always have to check it up. I don't even understand why I had to check up the dude's name from whatever. But just whatever the dude's name is, I forget. But I found this movie to just be a generic movie. But was it bad? Of course not. It wasn't bad. It was just okay. I didn't really. When I went into this movie, I had the idea that it would be much funnier. What movies is there? I would say. Okay. Okay, I don't know the name of the movie at the moment, but whatever. So this movie was just generic, but when I expected this movie to be a lot funnier. It did have its funny stuff, but it was like it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. So I remember his name. His name is Denzel Washington, because I was gonna look it up, but it didn't. Since my internet got slow, I couldn't. He he's like a lower version of Denzel Washington, because Denzel Washington is the type of dude that's like he's an Uber driver, and he has a lot of fun with his Uber driving. He has a lot of fun, but this guy is more of a little sissy. More of a little sissy, because he's scared of holding a gun. I think Naeem, or I don't know what's his name, but the Pakistani dude. I would just have to say that the acting was pretty basic. Basic. Was it a boring movie? Of course not. It wasn't boring, but it was okay, because the whole time of the movie, I mean, the whole movie was just generic, just what you expect from a buddy cop movie. But if I compare this to like a Denzel Washington movie, no. Oh well, I should just put Denzel Washington. At least this movie was better than the last movie that this guy brought, Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson, I don't know what happened to him. Like, there's some movies that are wow, incredible, but the problem I have with Liam Neeson, and that's not for this video. My bad. I'm just happy that this movie was made, because it was just pretty good. But the main problem with this movie is that the whole movie was basically mostly done inside of an Uber vehicle, an Uber car. That's what the thing that I have is, that it was mostly on an Uber. It was mostly Uber, so this movie was not great, but I have to say it was okay. It wasn't a bad movie, but it was okay. The fighting sequences were pretty dumb. The fighting sequences were very, very dumb. What I have to say, that Stu, yeah, this movie was just okay. And I don't have to say that it should win any Grammys or any awards or anything. It was just basic. A basic movie that was just made. I would say it could even have been made last minute. To be honest, it could have been made last minute. That's how I see the movie. It could have probably been made last minute, and that was just it. So, whatever you guys think of this movie, because it's Stuber. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Stuber, go ahead and watch it. It's not in any means incredible. It's just a movie that's just there to pass time, which I have to say, it was okay. It was pretty okay. It wasn't mind blowing where I could say, "Wow, thank you, you made me laugh." Because there's some movies out there that make me laugh, like the last movie of Denzel Washington. What was it in? What was it? Yeah, Denzel Washington's last movie, the Equalizer, was very good. The Equalizer was very good. The first one was incredible. The second one was a little bit less than the first one, but it was still nonetheless very good, very good. Like most of the stuff that Denzel Washington does is very good, but this movie with Dave Bautista, it could have been a lot funnier. It could have been a lot better. But overall, I have to say it was a good time. I had a good time in the movies, but I still have to say it's not winning any awards. It's not winning anything. It's just a basic movie just to pass time. So I guess if you guys watch the movie, let me know what you guys think. And if you guys haven't watched the movie, go ahead, watch it. It's not bad. It's not incredibly bad. It's just there to pass time. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll catch you guys in another video.